I have a new project to work on. I'm going to make a hair sprite for a character that comes with Cartoon Animator 5. Control V. And you can see here, this is the character that I want to get a hair sprite for. See, this is just too simple. I want to make her more modern and complex. Anyway, to do that, we need to start making some changes to these hair sprites that I've made for this character, and then we're going to transfer them to her. So the first thing I do is select my front hair sprite, and then I grab my eyedropper tool, and then I click on her hair, and then we have the same color. And then I'm going to do the same to the back hair sprite as well. So once I've done that, I can think about what I'm going to do with it. So now that I've finished these, you can see I have matching hair colors to her. I no longer need her as a character that's on here, so I'll just get rid of this. One thing you can do in Illustrator, you can be really creative. So if I want for this character, I want this to be a mask, I'll just show you how I would do that. I would just move it to the back. I'm going to bring this one forward first and bring the front, and then you can see we have a bit of a mask here for the eyes. Now the problem is the nose. Everything's very movable inside Illustrator, so we're just again going to move this to the front, and there you can see it. Isn't that cool? Now I'm sure no one wants their character to have a brown mask, so we're going to just change the color, and I can bring it to a nice purple color here. Or if I don't like this color here, I can go up into here, click the wheel here, and it tells me what I can do with it. Now I don't like that like that. I'm going to bring it back. So press OK, click OK, Control Z, and I just bring it back to this color here. So there's lots of stuff you can do. I can go up in here, and I can click around here into the purple area, which is here, and get darker when I'm going down, or lighter going up. Forgot to make sure it was selected. So go here and start clicking. You can see it gets really dark, and then as I go up it gets lighter. Now I want it to be a little darker. That looks good enough. Now if I don't like that, I can also make it lighter by going into the opacity, which is right here, and just bring the number down to about 14. And then you can see there, you can see it really matches a lot better. Nose can go here. Now one thing when you're working with heads, you need to align everything. I'm going to bring them out with a ruler here, right here. And then just move everything to the center. So I just use my arrow keys and move everything to the center like that. Want both my ears to move at the same time. Hold down Shift and click, and I also move this to the center. Nice and easy to do this. It's very simple. So these are all centered now. The mouth is centered, and we need to make sure everything's perfect. Anyway, I'm going to make our hair sprite here. One thing you can do in Illustrator, you can make small changes and then charge another $1 for it, because there's a total different sprite after you add the change. So Control C, Control V. Now if I want to add changes to this hair sprite here, I can quickly just go up here and grab the pen tool. And I'm going to lock it down so it doesn't do any adjustments while I'm working on it. And I can just take this and do whatever I want. So if I want, I can make it like this. And go over here and do the same thing. And there you can see we've changed this hair sprite. Now you can add more and more hair as much as you want. You can do whatever you want with it. It's really up to you. You need to have the imagination to make the changes. So I'm just going to go down here like this. Like that. Now that didn't work out that great. Just click on it and delete it. Now if I want that, join that together with that hair sprite, that's a front hair sprite, I need to unlock it. So I go to Object and I unlock it, unlock all, select both of them, press Shift and M. I have the shape building tool, hold down Shift and drag, and we have another hair sprite. So you can see there we have a different sprite now. You can see you can keep adding to it, do whatever you like. Anyway, I want to move along here and get this onto our character's head. So let's get to work on this. I need to open a new artboard here. And you can see here it's just way too big. That would take for a while to load. So Animator is too big. I'm going to call this front hair 1. and I'm going to make it about 300 pixels, so that's a significant difference. But anyway, it'll look good overall when it's done. And 300 pixels, and click OK. Then we'll go back over to our artboard, Control C, which is copy, and go back over here to Control V. Now you can see that's just way too big now. So I'm going to quickly just scale it down, keep it within the box. So there's our artboard. It looks a lot better now. There we go. Go up to File, Export, Export As, and I'm going to go to my desktop here, and I'm just going to leave it on the desktop and just click OK and export. And I want it to be as maximum as it can, 300, and transparent, and it looks good. We're finished. Now I need to do the back hair sprite, do the same thing as well. Grab my back hair sprite, Control C, go back, and I can relabel this, Control V, and you can see there's our back hair sprite. Need to shrink it down just a little bit here. Go to File, and then Export, repeat the same process, but I need to change this from front to back. And then hit enter or OK, and then this looks good. Everything looks great. So we have our two hair sprites on our desktop. Now let's get them moving into Cartoon Animator and rig them for our character. Work on rigging our hair sprites to our character. So first let's get rid of this background here. I don't like it. Let's find something that's more suitable. And this looks fine, good enough. And then I'm going to grab our actor. She's a character. She's a G3 character. We'll scroll through here and find our G3 characters. And we have humans, and she is right here. So this will take maybe about 3 to 4 minutes to rig it. It really depends on how complicated it is. Sometimes you need to do a lot of adjustment to hair sprites or whatever sprite that you're rigging. Anyway, we'll just bring her here. Make sure we can see her head. There we go. And then we're going to take her into the character composer. And then we're going to slowly just zoom in on her head and make sure we can see everything fairly well. So we're getting to work. And now we're going to go into the character composer. I'm going to go back here and click on our head sprite and go into it. Okay, so here's the front hair sprite. Let's start with the back one. So we'll go here and we're going to delete it. So there it is, deleted, and we're going to add a new sprite. And we have our hair here, and this was our back, and open it up. Now we need to resize this. This was a little too big, so maybe next time I'll put it down to 150 where I normally do, but I decided I'd give it a try at 300, see how big it gets. And we're just going to scale it down and move it into position here. So here's her hair here. We need to make it a little bigger. And that doesn't look that good when you put it over there. I'm going to move this out of the way, and we're going to shrink this down as well. And you can see we have our nice hair sprite here. You can do the adjustments as you want to. There we go. That looks good. So there's our back hair sprite. Now let's change the front one. Again, we can just delete it. And it does it for us. And we can bring out our new hair sprite right here and open it up. It's probably going to be a little bit too big again, and it is. So we'll just move this over here. And I'll move this back here. And we'll scale it down. So let's just scale this down to size and quickly move it on to this character. So nice and easy to do that. A little bigger here. We can have this over the front, and it looks okay. Looks good. Looks like a totally different character. Maybe I should add something in the center there, but overall it looks good. And we'll just move this in a little bit, and we can make her hair grow instantly. And there we go, there's our hairspray. Now that we're done that, we need to save this. Now I'm just going to have a look around. You can do adjustments to it like this, and just move it over, and like this. So there we go there, maybe add it just a little bit over. So there's 3 angles you can modify it for. Anyway, that looks good enough. And I'm just going to do on the other side here. Bring it back over a little bit like this. Probably needs to do some adjustments with this with the eyebrows as well. So it means this character needs a little bit of work. But overall, I like it. It's a front-facing sprite. Looks good. And I'm just going to move it back. There we go. That's perfect. Anyway, I'm going to go back and save this now. So I'm going to close this one here. And I'm going to reset my window, my workspace. And we're going to go to Head. And we're going to look for custom files here. And we're going to have our hair. And then we're just going to click plus. And here we go, it takes a few seconds. And we're going to call this hair 1, since it's our first custom hair. And then we're going to go back to the main stage here. And then I'm going to delete her like this. Nice and easy, right? Now I need to test this hair. I'm going to quickly go up here to the G3 characters, the humans, and bring her out again. Now to find my hair, I need to go back into the character composer and find the hair that I was using. So let's get to work on that. Scale her up the size here. Go in the character composer. And I'm going to reset this. So go to my workspace and reset the default workspace. Go to Head. There's our custom hair there. Make sure our character's clicked onto and just go like this. So here we go. And there you go. There's our new hair. So we're just going to scroll in a little bit here, have a look at it. And there we go. Looks okay. You can make adjustments whatever way you like it. You can make it longer, shorter, wider, thicker, whatever you like. Looks really good so far. I would probably just move it over a little bit. So I'd move it down here a little bit, maybe scroll it just a tiny bit. I want to get this a little more detailed, so I would probably just click on the front hair sprite here and go into the sprite editor and do a little bit more of an adjustment to it. And then I can also just resave it again. So again, I can just go like this, bring it in a little bit like this. Maybe I just want to bring it down too, like that, and just make it look a little better. There, it looks better now. So I'm going to just close this here. And I'm going to delete this one. Just press delete. It'll ask me if I want to delete it. Say yes. And then I can just resave it again after I've made the adjustment. So the software is actually quite flexible when it comes to that. And I just call this hair 1 again. And then I'm finished. Now if I want to put this into the store, I'm just going to minimize this a little bit. I'm going to take this, click it, move it onto my desktop, and move it back. And then I'm going to go up here and go back to the main stage because I want to test it for animation. So we'll just have her do some dancing, animations, motion, human motions. We need to remember this is a front-facing character. And we're going to do a motion, and we'll make her angry. So we'll just do this quickly here, and you can see it works really well. Anyway, thanks for watching this video. I hope you learned something from it. I'll be doing a lot more in my store, like I've always said in my previous videos. Just need to find time, and I need to relearn some things that I've forgotten. Anyway, thanks for watching. Remember to give this video a thumbs up, join our community, and learn about animation, and you get to see things when I travel. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye. Take care of your families.